Sex education in the United States of America. Before we discuss how the laws affect students, teachers, and the community, let's first discuss what sex education is. The definition of sex education has changed over time. According to Planned Parenthood, which will be cited at the end of this video, sex education is high-quality teaching and learning about a broad variety of topics related to sex and sexuality, exploring values and beliefs about those topics and gaining the skills that are needed to navigate relationships and manage one's own sexual health. Sex education may take place in schools, in a community setting, or online. Why is it important? According to Planned Parenthood, sex education helps people gain the information, skills, and motivation to make healthy decisions about sex and sexuality. This is very important to us as educators, as proper sex education can help prevent issues like teen pregnancy, STDs, domestic violence, sexual assault, and other issues that may arise from uninformed students. It is important as educators to help our students stay focused on completing their education and becoming productive members of society. We will explore further into the laws and regulations of the United States of America and how much power each state is given to decide their sexual health and education laws. Let's take a quick dive into how the United States of America handles sexual education. According to the National Conference of State Legislators, which I will be calling the NCSL, each state is allowed to decide their level of sexual education that they provide to their students. But all states are somehow involved in sex education for public school children. As of October 1st, 2020, 30 states and the District of Columbia require public schools to teach sex education, 28 of which mandate both sex education and HIV education. 39 states and the District of Columbia require students receive instruction about HIV. And 22 states require that if sex and or HIV education is instructed, it must be medically, factually, or technically accurate. This may include the health department reviewing the curriculum or the curriculum stemming from other credible medical sources. Many states also involve parents' rights when concerning sexual education. 25 states and the District of Columbia make their parents aware that they're providing these services, and 5 states require that the parents actually sign off on the sexual education provided. 36 states and the District of Columbia allow parents to opt out on the behalf of their children. So what does this mean? Well, we will not be able to dissect the individual policies of all 50 states, territories, including the District of Columbia. So today we are going to compare California and Arkansas. Let's start with the state of Arkansas. Arkansas does not have a statewide sexual education program. It is up to the individual districts and communities to decide whether or not they offer sex education. But if they do, they must stress abstinence, as it is actually written into the state laws and legislation. Arkansas has the highest teen pregnancy rate of all 50 states and U.S. territories. But before we dig into how that affects students, let's look into the state of California. The state of California does offer comprehensive sexual education to their students. According to the NCSL, each school district shall ensure all pupils in grades 7 to 12 receive comprehensive sexual health education and HIV prevention education from trained instructors. Each student shall receive instruction at least once in junior high school or middle school and at least once in high school. The information must be age-appropriate, medically accurate, and objective. A school district that elects to offer comprehensive sex education earlier than grade 7 may provide age-appropriate and medically accurate information. California's teenage birth rate is 13.6 births per 1,000 females, as compared to Arkansas's teenage birth rate, which is 30.4 births per 1,000 females. Let's take a deeper dive into how this affects the community's educators and teachers. Teen pregnancy rates, teen rates of domestic violence, other issues including STDs, as well as issues concerning sexual assault and consent, greatly affect the everyday classroom environment. One may think that these may be personal issues to the students, but a student's emotional health and well-being have a direct correlation to whether or not they graduate and how well they interact with other students. The infographic shown above will show some statistics on domestic violence as well as teen pregnancy rates and STDs in teenagers. All of these issues can greatly affect the mood and performance of students, in turn, which will affect the teachers. They will have to modify their teaching style and provide additional emotional support through guidance counselors and other emotional health and wellness services. Furthermore, the rate of dropout drastically increases. Thus, the teacher has now lost the opportunity to educate that student. I hope through watching this video, you were educated upon the different laws in the U.S. Unfortunately, we could not cover all of the 50 states, but comparing two drastically different states does show how the sexual education laws can negatively or positively affect students, educators, and the communities. Thank you for your time, and your references will now appear on the screen.